Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the afternoon is here in the cage, an elimination MMA bout scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first out of the blue corner, Jacob Beltran.
Staying in the MMA category here at the 125-pound mark. Coming out to try that in a small town. 2023's most controversial song. Have our Sparta crew in the cage mopping up the blood after that last fight. These guys left it all in the cage. They bleed for their sport,
They
Todd.
They bleed the blood. They bleed the lifeblood of the sports. They bleed the blood.
Or as I call it, leaking some chi.
Burn.
Fighting out of the red corner, Tyree Woolfolk.
Mr. Tyree Woolfolk making his way to the cage now. All right, our tail of the tape shows us Mr. Jacob Beltran, 26 years old, 5 feet 7 inches tall, made the 125-pound mark, comes to us with a record of 1-2 as a freestyle fighter, facing off against Tyree Woolfolk. He's a little bit younger at 24 years old, little taller at 5'8", also 125, has an undefeated record at 1-0, and lists himself as a wrestler. Freestyle versus wrestling.
Beltran's birthday, July 1st, 1997. Just throwing it out there.
Random line of the evening there, Todd.
Woolfolk's fight nickname is Priest. Is it Priest or the Priest? You know what I'm saying?
Up to Stewie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an elimination MMA bout scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue sports stable blue corner. He's a freestyle fighter with a record of 1 win, 2 losses. Staying 5 foot 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 125 pounds with Garcia's MMA from Sterling, Colorado, Jacob Beltran!
Out of Sterling, that's about as close to Nebraska as you can be and still be in Colorado.
Fighting
Sterling
out of the
Tigers
Endurance
is
General
nice one out
Contracting red corner. He is a wrestler with a record of 1 win and no losses. Standing 5 foot 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 125 pounds with AMAG from Montbello, Colorado, Tyree Priest Woolfolk!
Bringing out the Montbello reference.
And Priest, a very calm-looking fighter.
Instructions. I expect the clean fight. Obey my commands.
Lists himself as a wrestler. I always say, if you're a wrestler, by the time you step in the cage, you've probably been on the mat already 300 times as an amateur.
Round number 1. Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Fight!
Beltran with the blue tape on the gloves immediately knocks down Woolfolk and quickly secures back control.
Wow.
What a he's got that choke in tight.
And he's got the body hook in there already.
What a beautiful back take.
That was incredibly fast. Puma-like.
Woolfolk doing an amazing job of defending that choke. And back under the chin goes Beltran. Woolfolk going to try to shake him off here with a body triangle in place. Great work again by Woolfolk.
Woolfolk
leans back
really
for the
doing a
slam.
good job.
Yep.
Doing what he can to stay alive, man.
Beltran staying in control, stretches him out, lands a little ground and pound. Third time sinks in the choke. Let's see what Woolfolk does as far as hand control. He's got
There's
out of it
still
twice.
2 minutes left to go in this round.
Oh my gracious. What a pace. The choke looks tight, but Woolfolk doing a great job with his hand control.
Yeah, his hand control has been
his
outstanding.
hand fighting is just on point. Speaks to his wrestling background.
Boom.
Keeping that body triangle is Beltran. He's not going anywhere.
Beltran's in picking his spots with the shots. Not a lot of them, but they're precise and they're scoring.
The only problem with the body triangle in this position is you can't stretch out your opponent.
Yeah.
But you can certainly maintain the control, and Beltran making great use of that. Starting to get turned off a little bit. Woolfolk trying to turn in.
Yeah, and a great job hand fighting again by Woolfolk.
They're over in the corner of Woolfolk, so they're able to give him some instructions.
You're at 2 minutes down, Jacob. You're good.
That's right. Just under a minute left in this opening round.
Man, seems like it's been
Flying
a full
start.
fight already.
Yeah, flying start from Beltran coming out of the corner. Woolfolk able to defend that choke. He was in severe trouble early.
Woolfolk trying to turn in.
Oh, and Woolfolk does.
Nice job.
But do something with it now. What are you going to do with it?
Transitions to the triangle.
Oh,
Goes
look at the
Beltran.
triangle that Beltran
Great
puts
work.
in.
Oh, not
now it
able to
slips
turn
out.
it topside. Woolfolk escapes. Working ground and pound now. It's Woolfolk working the body triangle,
Yep.
but it's from the back.
Yeah, an odd direction for sure.
These guys are just like a tangled bowl of spaghetti. Trying to isolate an arm there is Woolfolk. Not going to be able to do so.
Oh, an up kick as well. Oh,
Nice shot by Beltran.
Yeah, as Woolfolk was coming up, Beltran with the shot. How about that round?
That was a
the
great
crowd
punch
liked
at
that
the
one.
end. Yes, indeed, as do we. Beltran in great shape, but taking some deep breaths here. Let's see how his recovery is between rounds. But man, he kept a very prolonged attack. And Woolfolk, my goodness, his defense. That was really something special. There's about 3 chokes that I thought were closed off. All right, get those corner men out of there. Get round 2 going here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Beltran's corner a little slow getting out of the cage. Get the door locked. Let these guys get after it again.
Number 2, fight.
Hard kick by Beltran
Yeah.
and immediately into the double leg. It's a nice job using that kick to set up the takedown.
Kind of lulled him in, didn't he?
Yep. Oh, we know Beltran wants this on the ground. That's where he's
Yeah.
put it at the very start of both rounds.
Yeah, Woolfolk wanted to try to keep this one up on the feet, start the round. It didn't work that way. Woolfolk had one miss, and that kind of set up everything.
Woolfolk backed his way over to the cage, trying to get his feet under him. Good mobility and flexibility by Woolfolk, but Beltran showing off some wrestling skills of his own.
Yeah, Woolfolk with a short left that scored, but he's again on the bottom side of things. Hammer fist there scores for Beltran.
Corner Woolfolk calling him to walk up
Maybe
his
an arm
guard,
bar?
and he's doing just that, trying to set up the armbar.
Yep.
Beltran defense in place. Woolfolk trying to transition to, well, basically it's just a body triangle from there. Wow, Woolfolk trying to set up a choke from that position. Almost a head and arm triangle.
Yeah, and
really, now going for an arm bar.
There's some pressure on that shoulder.
Good job using that really high guard by Woolfolk, trying to set up some interesting submissions.
But look at that, the triangle's really an odd place as far as cutting off your breathing of Beltran.
Beltran posturing.
A shot from down low.
Hooking the leg is Woolfolk to try to take his balance away from him. No arm bar here.
Ooh, look at that arm out. Trying for that arm bar. But he doesn't have it.
Yeah, sort of unique submission attempts by Woolfolk, but Beltran showing off his experience. Able to see everything coming. We're in the corner of Beltran. His coach helping him with positioning tips. And again, a scramble to back control.
Yep, got both hooks in, at least one in.
Just one.
Yep,
now
just
the second one's in.
Yep.
Stretching him out again and immediately transitioning to body triangle is Beltran.
28 seconds left in this opening round and putting some damage on too, throwing some punches. Woolfolk taking a couple shots there.
Yeah, hard shots too. Beltran trying to make sure he stays on top. Good job again with the control by Beltran. And again, going for the choke.
That triangle's been great all fight long for him, JR. Really allowed him to control how this fight goes.
Yeah, very much so. No luck on the choke. Couple of hard strikes. We're going to end the round. Great battle.
I'm not a mathematician, but I think we need a knockout for one of these guys to win. Just saying. You know, we were talking about that last fight when it got stopped. We saw that in between rounds. Some inside information from our guy. Basically, his eyes looked very foggy.
Oh, okay.
So the ref asked if he wanted him to continue, and he did, but it didn't continue long.
Good close eye by the referee. That's what we like to see.
This has been a great fight.
Very action-packed.
Woolfolk's got to try to see if he can keep this fight on his feet for 40 seconds.
Yeah,
he just warned to begin, JR, and I can't remember his last warning.
Grabbing the cage.
Okay, grab the cage.
Which is interesting to me because in the rules meeting they say this is your warning, meaning that if you grab the cage, that should be a point deduction.
Right.
But now he's warning him while he's in the cage multiple times.
Yes.
So I don't quite get that.
Well, I don't know, but the takedowns look almost effortless for Beltran.
Agreed. Which is interesting with Woolfolk listing his style as wrestling.
I mean, these takedowns have been almost effortless.
And,
both hooks
and immediate.
Yep.
Bad position for Woolfolk again, but he's shown his ability to survive.
Now you're in full mount, just take control of things.
Definitely worse position for Woolfolk and spending some time just covering up for defense.
You can get that right hand down, control it. Back comes Woolfolk trying to roll around out of it. He gets out of it. It comes back around.
Good scramble by Woolfolk. Now Woolfolk trying to take back control.
Woolfolk, not a lot of action right now. There's a shot. Got to keep doing that. Got to keep movement going. Got to keep punching going.
Yeah, Woolfolk tried for back control but lost the position. Good work by Beltran turning in and back to his feet, working hard from the top is Beltran.
Beltran's done a great job of stretching him out. $1:28 to go.
And Woolfolk just with a wide open guard right now.
Yeah, he's got nothing for him. And it's been easy to be taken down. You know, you got to work a little harder to make him take you down.
Especially when you know it's coming. I mean, you know, he did it at the very beginning of every round.
Right. It's not like it's a secret.
Tried to fence walk, wanted to back roll out of this position, did Woolfolk. Beltran wise to it, keeps the pressure on.
Yep. And he's got that pressure on the upper body. He's able to just roll with it. And it's what he's done all fight long.
35 seconds to go.
I think the furious start by Beltran kind of putting things up in the air. And really, Tyree Woolfolk hasn't been able to kind of gain anything since that point.
Yeah, no real traction for Woolfolk. Had a number of good submission attempts in round two, but that was all working from the bottom. And
heavy-handed blows to Beltran now when he's getting the opportunity. Boom. Nice blocking, but there's a couple shots right there. One more as he's getting up.
Yeah, Beltran closes it out with a strong striking attack.
Yeah. That was a fast, furious, unexpected start probably.
Really
if you're
was.
looking at Woolfolk, like, he's like, what's happening here?
Man, those first three chokes that he defended in round one, wow.
He was very aggressive. When he had a good position, he didn't just sit with it either. He worked with it, JR.
That he did.
He kept going and kept trying to do damage in the fight. A lot of these younger fighters, they get in that position and they sit there. You know, you got to create opportunity.
Well, Woolfolk's defense on point, but the thing is, he had to display his defense so much. And that's not how you win on the judges' cards. All right, Stewie making his way into the cage. All right, here we go with the reading of the judge's decision.
He's reading up the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after that three-round battle, we go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score this bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jacob Beltran!
Congratulations to Mr. Beltran of Garcia's MMA. Ups his record to 500. He's now a 2-2 fighter. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, sir.